Here's the British-English translation of your article. Liam Delap and the turning point at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea's new symbol of youth revitalisation. The summer of 2025, amidst a transfer window expected to be blazing with blockbuster signings, Chelsea have chosen a seemingly quiet but deeply strategic path. They triggered the £30 million release clause to sign Liam Delap, the 22-year-old striker from Ipswich Town. A deal that didn't make headlines or dominate the media like Kylian Mbappé, Victor Osimhen or João Neves, but which strongly reflects a philosophy, building foundations from players with potential, who understand the system and are ready to sacrifice for the team. This is not just a signing of a player, but a statement of intent for a completely new Chelsea under head coach Enzo Maresca. The choice of Delap was no accident. After a turbulent 2024-25 season up front, Chelsea understood they could no longer rely on short-term fixes. Nicholas Jackson was inconsistent, Christopher Nkunku was constantly injured, while Cole Palmer, originally an attacking midfielder, had to shoulder the goal-scoring burden with 15 Premier League strikes. That is not how a club aiming to compete in Europe's elite should operate. In a context where top stars come with exorbitant price tags, Chelsea took a calculated gamble on Delap, a young centre-forward with strong physicality, modern pressing intelligence, and entering the prime of his career. Liam Delap is not an unfamiliar name to followers of English youth football. He is the son of Rory Delap, the former player famed for his cannonball throw-ins during his Stoke City days. Growing up in a football environment, Delap was recruited early by Manchester City's academy, where he developed alongside talents like Phil Foden, Jadon Sancho, Romeo Lavia and Cole Palmer himself. Although he couldn't break into Man City's first team, where competition is fierce and many youngsters have to seek opportunities elsewhere, Delap never lost his way. His loan spells at Stoke, Preston and Hull City toughened him up, providing him with the physicality, experience and mental resilience needed in senior football. The real turning point came in summer 2024, when Ipswich Town, a newly promoted Premier League side, paid £15 million to secure Delap permanently. Wearing the blue and white stripes of Ipswich, Delap became a rare bright spark in a team battling relegation. 12 goals in 37 appearances may not seem explosive, but it is the manner in which he scored that caught attention. High pressing, intelligent runs behind defenders, evading pressure before finishing decisively. According to Skill Corner statistics, Delap ranked in the top 5 Premier League strikers in terms of receiving the ball after penetrating runs beyond the defensive line in 2024-25, a metric highlighting his smart reading of the game. Given Ipswich's low possession and lack of quality service from midfield, this performance was enough to attract interest from several clubs. Manchester United, Newcastle, Nottingham Forest, Juventus and AC Milan all made offers to Ipswich, but Delap chose Chelsea. Why? The reason is simple and clear. Enzo Maresca. The Italian coach had previously worked with Delap during his time managing Manchester City's youth teams. He knows the striker's abilities, strengths, weaknesses and potential better than anyone. Unlike other clubs wanting to buy a young striker to sit on the bench, Maresca sees Delap as an indispensable piece in his system. He personally pushed Chelsea's board to activate the release clause rather than wait for a discount negotiation. The arrival of Cole Palmer, Delap's former teammate, made the decision even easier. The duo had developed excellent chemistry at youth levels for Man City and England's U21s. For Delap, reuniting with someone who understands him both on and off the pitch provides an ideal psychological springboard to start a new chapter in a high-pressure environment like Stamford Bridge. Meanwhile, Manchester United, despite their financial power and reputation, are in turmoil after a disappointing season, missing out on European football and facing uncertainty around their managerial future. AC Milan, on the other hand, could not offer the same familiarity or clear individual development guarantees as Chelsea under Maresca. Tactically, Delap fits perfectly into Maresca's preferred 4-3-3 and 4-2-3-1 formations. Chelsea under him emphasised spatial control, quick transitions and proactive pressing from the front. A striker is not only expected to score but to work hard off the ball, make runs to stretch defences and create space for players like Palmer, Enzo Fernandez or Noni Madueke to attack. Delap is no stranger to this style. It was ingrained in him during his time at City. His familiarity with Maresca's tactical principles is a huge advantage others do not have. Of course, this is a gamble, but a calculated one. Delap lacks experience in big competitions, his chance conversion rate needs improvement, and his finishing inside the box still lacks the clinical edge. But Chelsea are not expecting him to net 25 goals in his first season. They are investing in long-term potential, as evidenced by their growing crop of young talents such as Kendry Paez, Willian Estevao, Dario Isugo, Jamie Bino-Gittens and Andre Santos. Delap's arrival also raises questions for the current forward line. Nicholas Jackson will face increased competition, while Christopher Nkunku's future depends entirely on his fitness recovery. Chelsea no longer burn money on star signings like Osimhen or Vlahovic. Instead, they spend wisely, prioritising players who fit the club's philosophy over just reputation. This is a sign of maturity for a club once labelled changing managers like changing shirts and buying stars with deep pockets. Maresca, who recently led Chelsea to a UEFA Conference League title with a 4-1 victory over Real Betis, enjoys full backing from the board. Todd Boehly and Clearlake Capital are pleased as Chelsea return to the Champions League under this new regime. They are not pressuring Maresca to win the Premier League immediately, but rather backing a sustainable 2-3 year development plan. Delap is part of that project, a signing aimed at building a squad, not just pleasing media or fans. This summer, Chelsea will compete in the expanded FIFA Club World Cup held in the United States, where Delap could well be given a chance to start and prove his worth. There has even been a proposal to withdraw him from England U21's Euro squad to serve the club's interests, given the tournament's importance to Chelsea's global branding campaign. At 22, Liam Delap has experienced a full spectrum, rejected by City, playing in lower leagues, carrying a newly promoted side struggling for survival, and now facing the biggest turning point of his career at one of England's biggest clubs. Chelsea do not promise to turn him into a superstar overnight, but they offer him a system, a coach who knows him well, a hungry young team eager to explode, and a grand stage on which to shine. If Delap seizes this opportunity, he could become more than just a promising striker. He might be the key piece in the new era Chelsea are quietly building at Stamford Bridge.